Today we are finding roots of polynomials, but only by graphing for today. So pause the video if you need to and go grab your graphing calculator if you don't already have it. Okay, now that you're back, we want to find all of our roots, which are the same as zeros in our solutions we've talked about before. No matter which form of the equation we have factored form, we have general form, and general form, but completing the square we'll address in a minute. I want today just to find our roots by graphing. And when I say graph, we're going to put this equation into y1 in your calculator and hit graph, maybe do a zoom 6 and make sure it's in the proper window. But to find roots means that in the calculator, you're finding the zeros. That means that you go to second trace and calculate the zeros. You can also find it by looking in the table and looking for 0 as the y, because the zeros are the x-intercepts. Sometimes you can see those x-intercepts in the table or on the graph without calculating the 0 by second trace. We'll talk about tomorrow how to do it specifically for each form. But if you put into y1 our first equation, pause the video and put that into y1 and hit graph, you will find that our x-intercepts, which are the roots, they're the same, are at 0, and you might have to do a calculator, calculate the 0, second trace, and you'll find -4/5. And then you can also see that -2 are the 3 x-intercepts. Those are your solutions, the roots. Okay, I want you to put this second equation into y1. Hit graph and look for the x-intercepts, which are the roots, which are the zeros. They come out pretty nice this time. This time we have x-intercepts or solutions or roots at -5. And you might have to do a second trace and calculate the 0 and get -1.5, which is the same as -3/2. Those are your two roots. For our third equation, even though it says completing the square, I'm changing the directions. I don't want you to do it by completing the square. We'll do that tomorrow. I just want you to graph. Do the same thing we did up on number 2 and find the x-intercepts. My x-intercepts come out really nice on this one, and we get that b is equal to 3 and -5. You should see that in the table pretty easily. And that's it.